everybody. We are live. How's everybody doing tonight? I am R to the Icky, and I've got my wonderful guest, or co-host, Maria.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to After the Weekend, the show where we kind of review good, bad, or horrible movies. Yeah.
After the weekend.
I hope you guys had a great weekend.
Yes.
I certainly did.
I did too. I avoided all the shopping crowds and stayed home.
I watched Spider-Man 1 after like 20 years, which was a good thing.
Yeah.
Nice movie. Tobey Maguire. Always lovely to see that.
I need to check those out again after seeing the latest one, which is phenomenal. I can't wait for you to see it.
I'm gonna have to wait.
Also watched another movie this weekend. Something we're going to review called UHF. This was your first time seeing it, wasn't it, Maria?
Yeah, it was.
Am I in for a surprise here? I'm
going to give you all my thoughts. Don't worry about it.
All right, good. And we've also got a special guest hanging out with us, and we're going to bring him in here. Everybody ready?
The one, the only, Drunk3P0. Thank you so much
Special
for coming.
Guests.
No problem.
Thank you, sir, for coming.
You guys caught me at a perfect time, so just kind of worked out.
Good.
We got some great people in the chat. Got some great people in the chat there, R2.
Yes, we do.
We got Rogue Disney. Tom, hey, what's up, Tom? Howdy. How you doing? I love that salad. You did good. I am so proud of you. It was a homemade salad, homemade food. Excellent. We got TD. What's up, TD? The Dunadan.
Dunadan.
The Dunadan. Oh, Dunadan. I'm almost. My cosplay is almost ready. Almost ready. I just tried it on today, and just a few more things.
My lovely wife and son downstairs watching.
Hi.
And we also have this person we all know.
And we all love.
Since she got interviewed by Jay, she's a big shot now. So
yeah,
we still love her.
And a beautiful person, that Tabitha. So.
And of course, we got Mr. Wing Hugs himself, Ray Ron.
And my co-host of Triple C, Crochets, Collectibles, and Chatting, in which I premiered this gal right there, right in the back. She's being shipped tomorrow. So
very exciting. Yeah, no, that was cool. Got to see you display that. It's impressive, all the detail that you put into those dolls. I don't know how you do it. I still haven't started my little crochet project to see how easy or hard it is.
Well,
to say.
Your hands are going to hurt, that's for sure. I can assure you that.
I'm going to attempt to crochet R2-D2 and Yoda.
You're a crocheter?
No, but for $20, I thought I'd give it a try. I'm sure I'm going to quit within like 15 minutes. Be like, this sucks.
Well, you saw it on my tweet. I said this is like humbling for me. I'm going to put like my 3 first crocheted like Sailor Moons out there to show people how much I sucked at the beginning, and it took a lot of effort, to get to where I am. So.
Yeah, I'm sure if I do complete it, Maria's going to roast me on how bad it is. So.
We're all going to roast you. We're like, what are you thinking, man?
That's fine. I accept it.
No, it's not fine. Alpha males don't crochet, man. We knit. It's different. Like, you got to knit. You knit things that we use, such as sweaters and, like, scarves and hats. We don't crochet. Like, that's all I'm saying. Get with the times, man.
I'm just trying to see if it says anything like, for girls and boys. It's something at least,
Oh my goodness. It's not going to save you.
We also have.
I would have kept that to myself, but that's okay.
We also have Lucas Prime, who is all the way from the UK. What's up?
Good dude right there.
He's awesome.
Good dude.
Thank you for joining us, sir.
Alrighty. Great people.
Yes.
We got Don Ho.
Oh.
Oh,
Lulu, what's up, Lulu?
Lily.
We got Lulu. Remember, subscribe to the channel.
These are all my people. Dawn,
Yeah.
TD, Mr. Prime. I see y'all. Rogue Disney. Jay is right. We all need to know how to sew a button at least. See?
I can sew a button. I can do that. I just didn't know there was such a big difference between crocheting and knitting.
Like, can you change a tire?
I can change a tire.
Okay.
I've had to change a tire in dress clothes on rush hour traffic.
See, when you get to my level, this is how you change a tire. Hey, I'm on 5th Street. Yeah. Bring the rental and a new tire. Thanks. Got places to go.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Not me.
Eventually.
I don't mind getting my hands dirty.
Yeah, it's because of years of getting my hands dirty that I'm able to.
Yeah.
We got Phil right there. What's up, Phil?
That's what happens when you invite me on your show, man. That's what happens.
That's fine. It's like having my big brother on here, so I'm used to it. Oh, we got Matt Vader. Thank you for being here. Oh, there we go.
What's up, Matt? I just was in Vegas, Matt, his neck of the woods.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to see him, though. I had a packed day.
You didn't get to go to the Salty Nerd headquarters and see the Batman and Jar of Corpse.
You know what? They didn't even invite me. So, of course I ain't going. So, whatever. They knew I was coming.
Oh,
guys didn't invite him?
No. No invite. Nothing.
Shameful.
Terrible.
It's ridiculous. Oh, now he's laughing. Yeah, you want to be big time? One tweet from me, Matt, and I'll erase your sub count. That's all I got to say. I'll make some stuff up.
He's trying.
We got Eamon Faye here. What's up, Eamon?
We're on holiday hiatus. Oh, okay. You're all forgiven. You're forgiven.
I was going to say, Matt's trying really hard to get Tabitha to follow him on Twitter. So
don't follow that man, Tabitha. You don't need to follow that man. I'll tell you when's a good time. Thank you.
Sam Mathai, all the way from Dubai, is here.
Tabitha's lucky she don't live in Florida, man. We'd get along too well. It's all jokes, man. It's all jokes. He took me out for coffee last time it was in Vegas, and that's a good thing.
Very cool. Yeah, I know he's got his little coffee spot. They always have.
It's a good coffee spot.
Yeah,
it's a good coffee spot. So
that's nice.
Good stuff.
That's
very cool.
Yeah. Lucas Prime has a nice comment for you, Jay. There. I loved yours and Gina's Christmas message, Jay. It means a lot considering Christmas Day is my birthday.
Wow.
That's nice.
It's a funny thing. I was like, when we were having dinner, she's like, you want to do a video or something? I was like, man, let's just do a silly little Christmas video. And she goes, yeah, let's make it with outtakes and stuff. So she directed the whole thing. She's like, I'll act all stupid and interrupt you. I don't know what I'm doing. And then we'll add that little beep message in. So I was like, people are going to think you're high. People are going to think this. She's like, I don't care what people think. So I'm like, all right. Plus it was 35 degrees in Vegas that night. And I was freaking freezing sitting outside. So you could hear it. And so it was about, let's see. It was about 11, almost said 1 a.m. It's about 11 p.m. Vegas time. I had been up since 4:30 in the morning because I had gotten into some four-wheelers, some Razor four-wheelers, and went off into the desert to catch the sunrise in Vegas. That video is going to be beautiful. The pictures are beautiful. Then from there, went back to the Trump, then got picked up by John Bartolo's people, taken to the podcast, had to do the podcast, then taken to the range to shoot these ridiculous guns I've never shot in my life, and these 50 caliber crazy stuff. So then from there, they rushed us out to this lunch place because the owner wanted to meet me, and we did that. And then from there, I had to go take a shower and then head over. It was a busy day. So by the time we recorded that video, I was like, you can hear it in my voice. Like I'm freezing. I'm just like, hey, welcome. And I'm like tired. I'm like, I'm the one. And it's like, you have an opportunity to have Gina Carano on your channel. And I'm the one saying, I don't feel like doing it. Oh.
I like what Vader said here. Jay has done more fun stuff in Vegas than I ever have, and I live there.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
It happens.
What's wrong with you? Come on, Matt. Get it together. Rogue says, I want to see Gina direct a comedy now after that blooper video. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the comments were crazy. People were like, hey, you shouldn't post this. She looks wasted. She looks high on drugs. And I'm just like, she acted it was perfect. Like, she did that on purpose. Like, people don't realize that. Like, she did that on purpose. So people think whatever they want. So it was fun.
Nice.
I just assumed you guys were both tipsy.
See?
I mean, not that that's a bad thing at all.
I don't even drink.
That's a bad thing.
Like, I hardly ever, like, even though my name is Drunk3P0, I hardly ever drink alcohol, like, ever.
I do agree with Don, though, and I also, too, wanted that light-up bulb glass.
So the light-up bulb it had champagne in it. And as you could tell in the video, hers was full. So she wanted to keep it around as, like, and she gave it to me, so I have it here. She wanted to keep it for like the lighting thing. Like this was like, you don't understand. Like I have like 15 minutes of bloopers for that video. And we did some other things. And then she took the camera and she shot some stuff. And then like when we were putting it together, sitting there, she's like, I like this one. I like that one. Let's do this. Delete that. Don't do this. There was like one part where she was like doing my hair. She's like, your hair looks like, and you can see in the photos, like my hair looks like really weird. Like it was all like pulled out. Like, and she was pulling out. She's like, we're going to get your hair to look a certain way. So she was just like pulling my hair down like this. You could see it like, and then she took photo. And the one photo she posted, my hair was all messed up. And she thought it was like this. And she thought it was so funny. Like she thought it was like so funny. So she's like, I'm going to post that on my Twitter. Get ready. And sure enough, the comments were like, dude, go to another barber. What's wrong with your hair? And I was like, she thinks it's so freaking funny. She thinks it's so funny. And it's just like, and that's the thing is like, people don't know. It's like she's trolling the internet. Cause like, we know what she was doing. Like she knows, like, her publicist knows, and just for the record, nothing between anything between me and Gina, like photos or videos or anything, it gets cleared through her and her PR people and everything, just because they don't want her to slip up and say spoilers or something, or say somebody's name or by accident. So there's a lot of people that check those things before it gets uploaded. So yeah, man.
Hang on, don't move. I want the people to. There you go. Look at that handsome fella.
Got that in Times Square. I gotta tell you, Sam loves Krispy Kreme. Man, ever since my New York, I've put on weight, man. I've been eating donuts and like whatever. I'm just like holidays, just let it go. You can see that my cheeks are a little more puffy than normal. I was watching myself too, and like I was like, "Dang, man, my face is getting round again." It's the holiday season, man. Eggnog, donuts, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
I was gonna say it's amazing that you can walk around Disney and gain weight.
What are you trying to say, man?
Not you, but like Jim Gaffigan has a bit about like
speak up.
Like Disney's like the one place you can go on vacation in the summer and gain 15 pounds walking 15 miles around the parks.
Yeah, it's true. Because we eat all the treats, man. It's hard. Like you stop every 10 minutes and they're like, we got a new churro, we got a new ice cream, we got to do this. And I'm like,
you know, Lulu has a really good point. Men can lose.
I know.
Lose it fast.
That's true.
Believe me. So.
I'll be fine. But yeah.
And Lucas
So,
Prime has been writing this. I've recently been writing a Transformer series, and it would be loads of tributes to Gina. For example, a location code in the series is 1604 1982. Can anyone get the reference to Gina in that code?
yeah, it's her birthday.
Yep.
April 16th, 1982.
Nice.
So
very nice.
I believe that's right. I think it's her birthday. Yeah, and forgive me, everyone. Sure. I got a new camera, new microphone. I got like new everything, so everything's a little. My camera. I used to look like R2 up there, and my face be all up in the camera. It was so close. I was like, people don't want to see that. People don't want to see that mess. So it's like it's pushed off, so it looks like I'm looking down, but I'm actually looking down at the screen because my camera is up. Trying to. So just trying.
Thanks, Jay.
Yeah, I don't want to look like R2. He's kind of.
Well, hopefully after my vacation,
I'm going to go back a little bit.
Oh, I'm liking this. I'm liking this, baby. Oh, look at that, baby. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You can find the link to our Teespring store in our description below.
Look at that shameless plug, man.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. You got.
Sometimes I use my son to do it too. Everybody gave me grief about that one, but
no grief.
Oh well.
No grief whatsoever.
You guys maybe watch listen. I just had a weekend in Vegas. I had all this fun. I was doing all this great thing. Had Spider-Man, all this stuff.
It's his fault.
And R2's like, "Hey, can you watch this film for the live stream?" I was like, "I remember it, but." I'm like, all right. I watched it today and was like, good God. It was really something.
It's, we watch movies that we loved from our childhood, and this was one that I loved as a kid. Doesn't mean it's good today.
Why did you love? All right. I'm not saying it's. All right. When we just let me know when you're ready to jump in.
All right. Well, so when I saw this, I was 6, mind you. But I loved Weird Al as a kid. I thought he was hysterical, and when found out there was a movie, had to rent it, had to watch it. So I grew up watching this with my cousins. We loved it. We thought it was hysterical. And like I said, I was 6. So
I never watched it.
There you go.
I never watched it.
I mean, I still like it today. I think it's stupid, but I still think it's funny.
So, Weird Al Yankovic is a national treasure. It's so funny because he's actually quite talented, but he like knows his place. Like he knows his place. And, I remember hearing him talk about, he's like, look, I ain't the best looking. I ain't got this, but he liked to do that comedy. And so, he was always known as, what do you call, like, what did he do? Like parody music, I guess. Like music, that's just like what,
he did parody.
And he was good at it, I think my first Weird Al song was, I think it was one of the Michael Jackson ones. I think it was Eat It.
Eat It.
Or I'm Fat. One of the two. Like that was freaking awesome. And then he did.
Living in the Fridge. Living in the Fridge. That was good. I really like that song. I still can listen to it and remember the lyrics. And that was a long time ago.
So he did this rap song called Amish Paradise, right?
Yeah.
Remember that song? All right. So the original rapper, well, you guys remember his name? Gangster's Paradise. It was Coolio.
Right.
Yeah.
So the story, I don't know if y'all know this, but it was so funny because apparently Weird Al reached out to Coolio. He was like, this is perfect. Do it. He did the song, recorded it, let it go. Then Coolio tried to be all gangster in an interview saying we didn't give him permission, which is a lie. Because if you didn't give him permission, they could take the song down. Because Weird Al had the and now Weird Al was like, man, I'm so sorry. He's like, he's gonna pull the song and all this stuff. And people came on, like they went after Coolio, like, why did you do this to this man? Like he did this like because he liked your work. And so then Coolio had to come out and like apologize and say, yeah, it was a miscommunication, blah blah blah. So it was really weird. Like that was like his first fight was like with a rapper, but it was like Coolio was just trying to keep it gangster, You know, he was like trying to keep it. So I think that's why he said all those things. But all the other, he had to get, because he talked about that, like having to get permission, you know, before he even did all that stuff. And so it's like, yeah, it would be like if you took the tune of Michael Jackson to the song, you couldn't release it because it'd be like copyright, you know? Yeah, well, Michael Jackson loved it. Most people loved it. Most people were like, I want the Weird Al treatment. Like he talked about this in an interview. It was really interesting. And let me tell you, have you seen Weird Al live, R2?
No, I'd like to.
Hold on. You bring me on this show.
I was looking at tickets last night.
I love Weird Al. I love this. And I'm the only one that's seen him live?
I've never gotten a chance to see him live.
Dude, his shows are fantastic.
Well, everybody has said you have not made it until Weird Al has made a parody of your music.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about going to a live show.
I know, but I'm just saying. I imagine. I believe that he's amazing.
Like he puts so much heart into and there's not a lot of people that are there, but he goes into costume changes and light changes, and he talks to the audience, and he you just kind of like, I was entertained from start to finish, whether you liked his song or not. So he puts on a really good show. So now we get to this movie that you made me watch, UHF, and I really believe this movie is a tribute to what goes on in his brain. Like I believe that's just how he thinks, how he thinks of stuff. I really believe that. So
yeah. That's a good point.
It's got to be, right? Because he's like always in his imagination. You know, he's like always in his imagination. He's always like the opening scene, which was a tribute to Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
thought was pretty funny. And then it like goes back to him working at a burger place because he saw a hamburger flattened out, and like that's how he ended the scene with him being run over by the giant ball.
Constantly daydreaming.
I just think that's his life. Like that's his real life. So just constantly hearing stuff and like, oh, I could do this, I can do that. Because that's how the movie was. So
yeah, I mean, I have to imagine he's constantly like everything he hears, he's thinking of how can I turn this into some kind of gag. And if you listen to like his music regularly, you kind of start to do that like a little bit too. Like every time, like me and my cousins would like listen to his albums nonstop.
It's your favorite?
Then we would try to figure out other songs. Favorite song that he's done, I'd probably have to say I do like Eat It, and then I'd have to say the other one is I like Handy. I don't know why.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
I like Yoda. My Yoda, my Yoda. I thought that was so creative. My Yoda, my Yoda. Song got stuck in my head listening. He even did a music video in this film of the old, I don't even remember the name of that group that I won my MTV. Dire Straits. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And the parody, the guy, the lead singer of Dire Straits is Mark Knopfler. And when he asked, hey, can we do this? He said, yeah, you guys can make a parody of my song, but I get to play guitar on the recording. So that's the actual, guitarist cool playing it too.
That's
nice. So, yeah, I mean, he's definitely very beloved, it seems like, in the music industry by everybody.
Oh, American Pie. Yeah. My American Pie. Yeah, that's right. I love that one.
Well, that, and he's got that, I'm trying to think of what the name of the actual song is, but he does like that Jurassic Park song.
Yeah.
It's a parody of that, like somebody left the cake out in the rain.
Yeah.
I like that one. Even, like another good one too is, he did the Red Hot Chili Peppers where it's the Flintstones.
Ooh.
The Yabba Dabba Doo.
Yabba Dabba Doo.
He did a song about Forrest Gump.
Yeah, that's right.
He's Gump.
Yeah, it's President of the United States.
Yeah, President of the United States.
Yeah,
he's been around, man. He's done his thing.
Yeah.
He's done his thing. And now you made me watch this movie that came out in 88, 87,
89.
90, 89.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, I didn't see it in the theater. I don't remember any advertisement for it. I just remember seeing it in the video store.
It wasn't in the theater that long. That's why.
No. So this didn't even crack the top 10 when it got released. I went and looked up the history behind it. But it was it had a lot of competition. It went up against Lethal Weapon 2, Batman, When Harry Met Sally, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, License to Kill. Disney had re-released Peter Pan, Dead Poet Society, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Ghostbusters 2, and Weekend at Bernie's. Those are all the top 10 movies
in '89.
The day this came out. And it never once got into the top 10. The production company for it went bankrupt, and so that's why they had no marketing.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Orion Pictures, which was a fairly big company, but yeah, they went bankrupt right before this came out and did no marketing. So this movie was definitely a David versus Goliath, but this was the guy before David who didn't survive.
They must have knew it wasn't going to do that well to release it. They must have hoped on. How much did it cost to make? Do you know?
Yeah, I do. So it was $5 million. Today's money, that's 11.8 million.
That's still nothing.
Yeah.
And then its worldwide box office was 6.1 million, which is 14.3 today.
So it kind of maybe broke even.
Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah.
Barely.
Pretty funny.
And
you got some really interesting cast in there, huh? You got Kramer.
Yeah, Kramer.
You got Kramer.
Kramer's cousin, it seems like, you know.
So this came out 2 weeks before the pilot of Seinfeld aired, too.
Oh.
Did it really?
Yeah, so right after he did this movie, he essentially went off and he did Seinfeld, too. Which was interesting. And then,
you see a lot of Kramer quirks in that, though, like in his character.
Yeah,
you know,
kind of like the spring back. Like he'll see something that he gets real jarred and he jumps back and.
Well, you got that right.
Yes, dreaming Tabitha.
Yes.
I agree. Oh, by the way,
so dreamy. Isn't Tabitha so dreamy?
Yeah. He's got more than 700 followers again. Congratulations,
Hey, give it about 2 minutes, and Phil will confirm that fact.
Yeah, go, Phil, go find out.
Go, Phil.
By the way, guys, as you guys know, this channel is just brand new. We are not monetized. My personal channel is not monetized either. So if you guys feel free, you want to do some super chats. Down in the description below, we have all the links, both to Jay's, to mine, to all the stuff, all the good stuff. And we have After the Weekend tips down there. So you want to support us, support the channel, and you want to super chat something like that, go down there. We'll do our best. Super chat.
There's quite a few. I mean, it's a lot of I feel like well-known kind of actors we've seen in a lot of other movies. Victoria Jackson plays his girlfriend Terry. At the time, she was big on SNL.
Who was the secretary? Was that Fran?
Fran Drescher, of course. Fran Drescher.
Yeah.
Only that voice. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Pamela.
Had the same voice in the show, like in the movie. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
We had. I mean, it's like such a frowned upon these days, but I love the guy who played Cooney as from when he was in 16 Candles as Long Duck Dong.
Yeah. Played the karate instructor. That's so.
Oh yeah.
Stereotype.
Well, The Nanny premiered in 1993, so this was way before then. She wasn't really well known. Like Fran Drescher really made a box office. I mean, she became a real huge celebrity during The Nanny.
She was also in Saturday Night Fever with Travolta. I think she played like
oh, really?
Like one of his girlfriends. I can't remember. Oof. I know she's in it.
Wow.
But yeah, no, it was a long time before she actually like made a name for herself. And then I was gonna say there's somebody in there. I'm shocked you haven't brought him up, Tabitha. Noodles, the cameraman, who was in one of your favorite movies.
Willow, yes. He was the old man from Willow. I saw him. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's him. That's
Billy Barty. I mean,
that's making the film better.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that anytime there was a little person needed, he's there. You know. And who else? And then Kevin McCarthy was the bad guy of the film, R.J. Fletcher, who he's probably best known as the lead from the original Invasions of the Body Snatchers. If anybody's seen that. And he did have a cameo in the more popular 78 remake. He's I forget who's driving the car, but he like jumps in front of the car and he like bangs on the hood. I can't remember what he says, but always good at playing a villain. Another movie that he's a bad guy in that I loved as a kid. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but Inner Space with Dennis Quaid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where he gets shrunk and he gets injected into Martin Short.
Yeah, that's right. By accident. He was supposed to be injected into a dog or something. Yeah.
A rabbit. He was supposed to be in like a rabbit for like a day. And there's like a bunch of...
And then he gets injected into his girlfriend or his friend. Is it something like that?
You know, he's a random guy. There's like corporate espionage going on. They're trying to steal the technology. And
then
like
I'm thinking of another movie.
Yeah, the scientist who creates it, you know, tries to run away from the bad guys, and he gets shot, and he's dying, and he sticks Martin Short in the butt with a syringe. So, yeah, that's another like interesting '80s movie.
But those movies were so creative because like it's not like today where we're seeing a lot of recycled stuff. Like whether you liked it or not, at least it was like you look back at it now and go, "And that was a creative story." So
that was done by Peter Dante, who did one of Maria's favorite movies, Gremlins.
Great film.
Yeah, he also did. What's the one with Ethan Hawke and River Phoenix's kids? They go into space. Explorers. He also did the Explorers, and the ship in that movie too is like slightly modeled after the one that Dennis Quaid gets shrunk inside of. It looks like the Explorers ship. There was a lot of really good directors in the '80s that had a lot of like creative ideas that they let them do stuff, and we don't really get that anymore, unfortunately. It's a shame.
That's why we review movies right now. TD, yep.
I was gonna say, let's try to. We got Drew in here. Drew likes to tease me about the fact I know just tons of useless information.
And I love how Drew always shouts my name when he sees me in the chat. Maria! Thank you, Drew.
Thank you for being here,
I love you too, Drew. I love you too.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
There's so much love there.
I know. We love Drew.
And yes, I have to highlight this. Maria doesn't like Gremlins, right? No.
Yes, Maria hates Gremlins.
Really?
Yes.
I hate those little critters. Childhood phobia. Kind of like E.T. I do not like E.T. Ugh.
You just don't like space creatures.
No. I do not like slimy, creepy creatures in general.
But gremlins are only slimy for a little bit.
Ew. They're still slimy.
And E.T. was never slimy, was he?
But he was creepy.
I saw Gremlins.
I
didn't see it in the theater. Saw it on cable.
Hey, Thomas.
I fell in love with that movie.
Um,
I fell in love with Gremlins, and I watched it like a zillion times. And then Gremlins 2 came out, and I was allowed to go to the theater to watch it, and I was kind of like, it's kind of hokey. But
yeah.
it's a little off the mark on that one. But it was like Gremlins in New York or something. Gremlins 2.
Yeah, I think it's like Gremlins Take New York or something. Or no, the New Batch. That's what it's called.
Yeah. It was a little. It's like they tried to push that comedy thing in that movie, but haven't watched E.T. or Gremlins. The first Gremlins is some consider a Christmas movie. What's up, Thomas? I see you, buddy. Yeah, that's a whole nother live stream though.
I've told this story before, but like 2 years ago, we showed my son Gremlins for the first time, and we're watching it. He's like, "Hey, what's this movie called again? The Germans?"
All right, we're gonna have to talk about your parenting. All right, so like, let's just like, no, I'm just
like Germans. He's like, "Yeah, those are the Germans, right?" We're like, "The Gremlins." Oh, okay.
No, you guys are not doing this. Rogue is saying so. Does Maria not like Yoda? No, Yoda is awesome. Baby Yoda is too damn cute. Okay, so no, I love Yoda.
Do you like
Yoda's
Gizmo though? I mean, Gizmo.
I had a Gizmo and a Spike.
Yeah, Gizmo is just furry Baby Yoda.
Yeah, no, okay, it's like furry stuff. You know, like furry little creatures. I'm okay with. The part where they become slimy and come out, that's where I tend to, kind of say, this is like not for me. Definitely not. Are you guys inside? Yes.
I'm not running the stream. I'm not running the stream.
Thank you.
Dreamy Tabitha.
We're just going with the flow.
And yes, Lucamus, you have such a gorgeous cat. He has a beautiful black gorgeous cat, and I prefer that over Gremlins any day. So anyway, back to what we were talking about. This UFO movie. UFH.
UFO movie?
Yes.
UHF.
Oh God. Okay, I can add this. Gremlins were great animatronics. Yes, I agree. Totally agree. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because if you look at it, I loved Labyrinth. Labyrinth was cool, and you had some pretty cool puppetry there.
Fiery's kind of looked like evil Mogwais.
But anyway.
But see, but again, like going back to like the creativity of people not trying to mimic. Well, again, whether you like the movie or not, it's a movie about a little cute creature that had a set of rules, and if you broke them, all hell breaks loose. And sure enough, that's what happened, and how to correct them. And then they threw in like, they showed how these little aliens adapted by watching television, to like, so they turned into like these characters they saw on television, which added a kind of humor, I
guess I would have to watch it again. It's been a long time. I did, stay with like the childhood phobia since then. I mean, I didn't even like Ernest Scared Stupid because it had gross, slimy creatures. So
I like Ernest Goes to Camp.
Oh yeah.
And Ernest Saves Christmas. Like those were my I like those.
I was
Great
say,
education
you
for
can't
any
find
pet owner.
Ernest Goes to Camp on streaming at all. I was trying to find that. I love
Really? That was like his best film.
It's the one of the bunch you can't find. I remember watching Ernest Scared Stupid as a kid, and that freaked me out.
Oh, it freaked me out too.
Yeah, the trolls in that are scary. Yeah. Anyway. I just keep laughing at the fact of what Tabitha brought up, and
yes.
Yeah, we've turned into inside the booth for a moment, talking about everything but the topic.
Anyway, so UHF. Okay, if you want my, I was actually thinking like Jay when I was watching it, and I did give my thoughts to Drew because we were on the same stream. I mean, we got together right while I was watching it, and it gave me a breather for my brain because at one point of the whole movie, because it's like a dreamer, wants to put up, wants to, basically make his own profit through television that is about to, go bankrupt. And at one point there was like, he's giving the guy dog biscuits to eat. At that point, I'm sorry, R2, I have to tell you this. I had to turn away. It's like my brain is melting, and I feel like there's some sort of, I know that there are brain cells that are dying right now. So I can't, I'm sorry. It's like, I can't keep, what the heck am I watching? I mean, at some point, I love like the tributes that they gave them. And they had some really like subtle tributes. At one point, there was a tribute to Star Wars, if you guys didn't notice it. Like the mop,
Yeah.
The sound of the lightsaber. And when I heard that, I'm like, oh, that's nice. It's a nice touch since he's already doing tributes to so many different types of movies. When he plays Rambo, I mean, they definitely had fun with the movie, and it's a super Weird Al style. I mean, you notice that he wrote the story. He was right in there with the script. It was his movie, but I just felt like my brain was melting at some point, But I'll give you this: the end was so good. It said, okay, I like this ending. It kind of removes all the other stuff, and I feel like I'm regenerating some brain cells in there. So that was like my take of the whole movie. What about you, Jay?
I love the Rambo scene. I thought it was hilarious. Because he definitely like poking fun at Rambo too. He kept turning off to the side, like, and then shooting. Oh my gosh, that was funny.
When he turns his head 180.
Yeah. All that stuff was like,
yeah,
it's pretty funny. This, you want to drink out of the fire hose. That was probably my favorite. That was the best. It's so great. I just think it's just like what goes on in his head all the time. The parodies were great. The ending was when he brings in like the karate people, like to like finish off the mafia or whoever they were supposed to be. And then the alien at the very end. Oh my gosh, he just threw in like anything he could to try to either get an extra laugh or like keep us on your toes on how stupid it is. So Tabitha mentioned the Twinkie hot dog.
I was about to highlight that.
Then he dips it in like soda or something when he ate it.
Oh man.
You never saw him. Never saw him chew it, and I mean you saw him chew it, but you never saw him swallow it. Like he probably spit it out.
So,
that's kind of gross.
So I watched the commentary of this movie, which didn't have too much insight. Most of it was them going, "Oh yeah, remember we filmed this in Tulsa? That's where they filmed majority of the film." But he did talk about he ate 20 of those when they shot that scene.
Oh really?
Oh
yeah.
Oh, man.
And there's quite a few cooking channels that have made this. Two of my favorite are Binging with Babish has an episode on this, as well as Emmy Made in Japan. I know we have a friend in the chat, Tom, who's talking about doing some cooking videos. Maybe he might replicate this too. I think so.
Bravo, Rogue. Bravo.
But yeah, no, he said he consumed about 20. Oh, and JT's here.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, JT. I think he's traveling right now, so hopefully somebody's driving there is got safe travels going on, is not driving while trying to type. I was gonna say, does anybody remember what was on the fall schedule at all?
Ooh, fun fact.
Yeah, I kind of wish we got to see some of the shows that he had on there.
Guns don't kill people, I do. They also had the line, badges? We don't need no stinking badges. Where did that come from? What's the original line from that film? That it was in Blazing Saddles. It was in this film.
It's from like a film in like the 40s or 50s though. And I can't think of what it is right now too.
Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. Like
yeah.
It was. That just like caught on. Like it was in a lot of movies in the 80s that people just randomly said that as a joke.
So I have to look I loved Raoul's Wild Kingdom. One for the fact of, all right, Jay's gonna give me grief for this one when I tell the story, but
okay.
A couple of years back, I had a hobby I was into. I kept geckos, and I even bred geckos for a while, and I knew other people that kept reptiles. And as like a side gig, I would put together like custom reptile cages for people. They would buy like the kit and nobody would know how to assemble them. Mm-hmm. And I swear to God, everybody's house I ever went to put a cage together was like Raoul's Wild Kingdom. I'm not kidding. Just animals everywhere. All different types, hanging out like in furniture, running around. Every time I watch it, I'm like, I've gone through so many places like that.
Phil, just, that's vile. That is vile,
Phil,
man.
We don't talk about that stuff here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just know he takes the turtle. He's like, did you know that the turtle is nature's suction cup? He licks it, flings him up. He stinks. Or he takes the ant farm too. He's like,
oh yeah, when he
shakes it up.
Yes.
You want to know something? They hate it when you do this. And then they're watching it, George and Bob, and they're like, where did you find this guy? Me? I thought you hired him. Like he just snuck on with his own TV show.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, the movie just kind of looks like they sat people down in like a room full of props and they're like, just do some stuff. We'll see what works. And they're like, there's an ant farm here. All right, let me shake up the ant farm. I'm like, they don't like that either. Could you imagine? In my classroom, like we raised butterflies one time, and man, them kids would always walk past that thing and just be like, whop. I'm like, stop doing that. Like, you want someone to do that to you?
I remember in my third grade class, the teacher found an incubator and we raised chicks. Like literally, we saw them hatch and stuff like that. It was the best teacher ever. But thankfully, nobody harassed the chicks.
Nobody walked up to one and smacked it?
No. Oh, Dreamy Tabitha has to leave. Bye.
Bye, Tabitha. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you so much.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, I feel like that skit too, like, would not fly today, especially like today we're gonna teach poodles how to fly.
Oh gosh, please no. My dad's a vet, man.
So like right off from the burger scene, it's weird. The things that I pick up on movies now that I used to not care about. Like the first thing he did was like a horrendous fat joke. Called this lady like a tub of lard and like things like that. That's what he called a woman.
Yeah.
And then they turn around and show the woman with like great strength, pick them both up and chuck them out of her, burger place. But it's like those type of jokes are not, they don't say that stuff. You can't fat shame people or say jokes like that or anything like that. And it's just, not saying that that's sad, but it's just, I picked up on that and was like, wow, we don't do that anymore.
No.
We don't say those kind of things, even though they got beat up. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But then, see, this is the other problem with movies like that. So they get they're working at fast food. They talked about all these jobs they had, and then they go to their apartment, which is really nice. It's like got a nice TV, and they got stuff in there. Of course, it's right next to the karate school where people are constantly knocking stuff off their shelves. And then he was like, "What time is it?" And he punches somebody punches through the wall with a watch, and he's like, "Oh yeah, okay, I gotta go." Then he has a girlfriend who's definitely made a name for herself. He comes over and eats mashed potatoes and builds a giant mountain. He's like, "This is a sign from God," or whatever he said, like mountain.
Have us encounters of the third kind.
Yeah.
That was from the movie.
This means something.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
this is important.
Yes.
All right, I missed that. Okay. You're absolutely right. Yeah. So, God, how did I miss that? But yeah, so it was maybe I was just numbed down at that point from watching.
I told you. Brain cells.
From watching. I mean, if Weird Al was to make a movie, I would expect that. Yeah. What I saw. Like that's what I would expect. And that's what we got. And it was a typical hero's journey. I'm a failure in life. Mm-hmm. I have a bad imagination. I get a job. I have a chance to make it special. Something stupid happens where I put the janitor in charge and everybody watches. And now I have a successful TV show that the evil white man wants to buy.
It's
the
true.
Corporate white man, you know. So
well, it's kind of funny too if you think about it. It kind of starts off with like, not only does he have imagination, like it seems like he wants to be the big shot or the star of something, and then he discovers that's not really for him. He's great at creating things, but not doing them himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the shows he makes, he's just not in them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so, but he's that type of guy that wants to see everyone succeed around him, and if it works, if it's funny, then let's. And you notice he brought in like all his friends to be part of, this. The karate instructor. What did he do? Like spin the.
Oh, the wheel of fish.
Yeah, wheel of fish. I almost said spin the fish, but yeah, wheel of fish. He just brought in so dumb. Just brought in his friends to be a part of it. So, though, you know the worst part of that film that actually kind of made me laugh extremely. I laughed a little too hard at this part, where I was actually like, "All right, Jay, what are you laughing at here?" Number one was they did the car salesman commercial. And he's like, "I'm going to club a seal for the deal." He's like, "I'll see this seal. I'm going to club this seal to get you a deal." I was like, and I started laughing. I was like, "What? That's so random." And like a freaking baby seal on a car saying, "I'm going to club it to make a deal for a car." I was like, I was like, what? He's like, "I'll do it too." And I was like, oh my God. Oh man. Pretty funny.
It's like that. Well, also he's interviewing the shop class teacher, and
he cuts his thumb off.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was the problem with
I think it's on the floor.
It's funny, but the problem with those scenes, it's so like that you knew it was coming. Like he's gonna cut his finger off. Of course, a Weird Al film, and there'll probably be bloodshot everywhere. But the clubbing of the seal just took me so off guard. Like it just caught me. He's just like, "I'm selling cars. I'm crazy. I got cars. See this seal? I'm gonna club it for the deal." And he's like, "What?"
Plus, the seal's so enthusiastic about it too.
And the seal's all happy, and he's like, "I do it too." And you're just like, and then it just stopped. It goes back to the movie, and you're just like, "What the freak? What was that?" Oh, it was so random. Like the Indiana Jones scene, like the things that were like I thought were funny that were so random was when he turned his head all the way around to see the giant, and you're just like, it's just so random. That's funny, And then like the guy saying, "We can't go in there, we're gonna die," and he takes a step back and a train hits him. It's like that kind of stuff. I was like, that's funny. Because I didn't expect it, Like I didn't expect it. So that's all.
True. No, that's okay. I just want to highlight this because you got a nice little.
Phil always says nice things about me.
Yeah. Phil says a lot. says a lot of nice things about everybody. I got tongue-tied. No, but okay, yes. At one point, I did have to change it, and thankfully, when I was talking to Drew, my brain cells kind of went simmered down. And then when I got back on it, I really enjoyed, for example, the song. Like you said, he is a gem in music. And I saw one of the comments up there. I think I don't know if it was Sam or somebody somewhere up there that Weird Al has like one of the highest. Oh, there it is. Sam Athai. There he is. He said, "Hey Rick, Weird Al, isn't Weird Al one of the highest IQs in Hollywood?" I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by that either. I'm actually surprised on how little, though, like of his music, like actual songs are in there. I mean, a lot of the music in there he did, but I want to say there's really only 2 like full-length songs by him, which is UHF, the main song in the beginning, and then just that I Want My Beverly Hillbillies song. That's it.
Yes, it's so creative. But again, that's his mind. He's just sitting there like watching the show, and he just goes into a random music video about the Beverly Hillbillies. And he's just like, okay. Like when he went to go rescue his friend, he turns into Rambo, which is so freaking ridiculous. I don't know where he got that bodysuit, but I'd like to get one. And then, like there's a million people shooting at him, and he just turns around and like really slow.
Yeah,
it's so funny. Like that was just funny.
Well, he's got the bow, and he's like 3 feet away from the guy firing an AK at him.
I know. It's like,
oh, you know about guns. You would probably know how many guns and what type there were there. I was like thinking there's like probably 20 people shooting at him, and there's like not one bullet that hits him.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. That's really Weird Al. So
a lot of it, yeah. A lot of it, but anyway.
It's not on this picture though, but one of the shows that he was talking about in the scene was actually a group he had created for high school called the Volcano Worshippers group.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, he's got the card in his hand. But
name that stain. Bestiality today, dear God.
The wonderful
lice is
world
right.
of Slim.
Ew, God, that's so. Oh man.
Leave it to Bigfoot. Traffic Court probably would be very popular. He has Mr. Ed, Beverly Hillbillies.
Then there's just That's Disgusting.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I was gonna say below Name That Stain is just That's Disgusting.
That's so.
The Flying Pope.
That's vile.
Oh my gosh, and then it goes into a random commercial about Gandhi. That was freaking hilarious.
Gandhi too.
So Gandhi is played by the director of the movie, who's Weird Al's business manager, Jay Levy. This was and he's directed a bunch of his music videos. But yeah, he was Gandhi.
He like punches through somebody.
Yeah.
And it just looks so odd. It was just like he punched through a piece of cardboard, but he punched through somebody.
It slightly makes me think of Dumb and Dumber when he punches the chef in the chest and pulls his heart out.
Yeah.
Oh God. Ouch. And then you got Dog Racing from Rio de Janeiro. That's just like you said, random.
You bet your pink slip.
Oh man.
What's the one at the end? It's called Town Talk.
Yeah. So
that's his. Go ahead.
That's the one where the shop teacher showed up, but then he does like the Geraldo spoof and
My Three Mutants. Ion Toxic Waste.
Buddha Knows Best.
Yeah. That Gandhi trailer though, even like the punks, like the bad guys were dressed in such an 80s, I'm a 80s bad man.
Yeah.
With the tank tops and the tight jeans. Oh my gosh. Stuff was so funny. It was like terrible karate too. Like it was just awful. The makeup was terrible too. It was just like, but it was so funny. Again, that was something that just like took me by shock, you know, like that they went that far, which isn't really that far. It's just that far stupid. So they're like Gandhi too. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, so it had its moments.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if you remember the quote that you guys mentioned. I actually looked it up. It said badges. We don't need no stinking badges. No. Is a widely quoted phrase from the line dialogue from the 1948 film. Here it is. The Treasure of Sierra Madre. There it is.
Okay.
Why did that line stick? I don't get it. Like, that's just so weird that people just repeated that line. It must have been really popular.
Well, it could have been badges as in the badge, you know, that you put on your chest, but they said badgers. Like the 1948 film, it was black and white, and it was about a kind of like a Mexican bandit called Gold Hat and the feds. So when they said, obviously, we don't need no stinking badges, and they changed it because Weird Al does that into badgers. So, and Raul was a Mexican, so they did kind of like that game.
Gotcha. He was supposed to have a bigger part, but I want to say Dunadan pointed out, yeah, he died during production. He got hit by a drunk driver. But they originally had more for him. In fact,
really, I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah. The film at the very end, it's dedicated to him. But they were going to have a scene where the remaining poodles seek revenge and attack him and kill him.
Ouch.
Yeah, for throwing the remaining ones out the window.
Ouch. That's so hard. And hey, Avery, thank you so much for coming. Sam says something like this. It says, Gandhi representing Team India. You know, Sam. You should know more than us. That's definitely.
Well, I was going to say, another funny thing they talked about, too, is so the Spatula City commercial.
Yeah.
You know, and the billboard, too. So during production, they had that billboard up, so if they had to reshoot or anything, they could go back to it. And it stayed up for months after they were done filming. And I guess constantly, like, nearby businesses kept getting asked, where's Spatula City? And complained to the city, and they finally had to take it down. But everybody wanted to know, where is Spatula City at?
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Again, such a random, silly commercial just to throw in, you know, in a movie. That's all.
It's true. That Gandhi was so expensive.
I mean, you won't be able to get away with it today.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully that'll change. Because my God, you can't watch any part of that movie and take any of it seriously. Mm-hmm. It's like that's why it was made. Mm-hmm. Just to laugh. So, I mean, and that's the humor that Weird Al provides is definitely, like, he knows his audience. He knows who he is. He knows, like, he just knows, like, this is who I am. This is what I'm going to do. I'm enjoying doing it. And that's, you know, not everyone's going to like it. And that's okay, because I do, you know, and it's he's got his fan base that likes that type of Likes that type of stuff.
It is surprising, though, he's never done anything else. He did have a TV show, a Saturday morning show for like a year. I remember by the time I realized...
All right, this is on topic but off topic. Because of Gremlins, like we were looking up Gremlins, I looked up the box office for 84. The list of movies in the box office in 1984 are like... So the number one movie, which is, I didn't know it was number one, was Ghostbusters. Number two was Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. I didn't know that lost to Ghostbusters. Gremlins was number 3.
Wow.
So you had a Spielberg. I don't think he directed Gremlins, but he was like a producer.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he produced it.
And he also directed Indiana Jones. So those are the two top, he's top 2 right there. Well, Ghostbusters number 1, and didn't do that. And then you had the Karate Kid, which I watched a million times.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Good
Police
movie.
Academy. I saw that later in life. Footloose, I never really saw. Beverly Hills Cop, I saw. Star Trek 3. Terms of Endearment, I don't think I've ever seen that movie. Romancing the Stone, Splash, Purple Rain.
Oh wow, Splash. That's with Tom Hanks.
Revenge of the Nerds, which I hate to say was probably the first time I saw a naked woman. And Bachelor Party, Red Dawn, The Terminator.
Oh yeah.
Conan. So there's 2 Arnold films in here.
Mm-hmm.
The Last Starfighter, which has a huge place in my heart. I never saw that in the theater, but when I loved that movie. Cannonball Run, Scarface. Looks at these movies. 16 Candles, Missing in Action. That's Missing in Action is
Isn't that Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris.
Mm-hmm.
God, on the tip of my tongue. Oh God, You Devil, which is that old George Burns. Holy crap.
Yeah.
The original Dune, the first Dune movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Firestarter, Amadeus, Ice Pirates, which is a classic. If you've never seen Ice Pirates, you gotta watch Ice Pirates.
Nope, haven't seen it. Gotta put it
It's kind of like what we just are talking about.
Yeah. But that was a serious movie, though.
Ice Pirates was a comedy.
Was it a comedy? I thought it was like...
It's a comedy spoof about pirates like getting... Yeah, it was a cheesy comedy about pirates, transporting ice and stealing ice. I mean, I'm like 84, man. Look at the diversity of movies. Also in there is Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, wow.
A Christmas Story. A Christmas Story came out with all these films. And now that's like one of the most watched movies of all time. Like everybody watches that on Christmas. Red Ryder BB Gun. Yeah, like guys, I was just going through that and I was like, dang, what a year for movies.
No, the decade. The 80s was amazing.
Oh, The Christmas Story was a re-release in 84. Okay.
I think it did come out the year prior. I think it was 83.
Wow.
Great year.
I mean, you talk about like sci-fi, action adventure, teenage movie, The Karate Kid, Police Academy was a comedy. You have Eddie Murphy at number 7. He's a black person, everyone. Yeah, so look at that diversity.
Hey,
Purple Rain was number 12. Did y'all see Purple Rain with Prince?
Oh yeah.
That beat The Natural. Anyway,
I was gonna say it's funny you brought up 48 Hours. The bad guy that gets shot in the face with a stapler, that was Eddie Murphy's acting coach for that movie because that was like his first big movie.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's like how he got his start and then kind of became a bit actor. But yeah.
Wow.
That's very cool.
See, now I'm going through all the like each year in the 80s and seeing these types of film. I was like, this is unbelievable. See what you did to me, R2? Like that's
fine. Every time we have a guest on, everybody starts rattling off like movies, and we're like, "Yeah, that's a good one. We'll do it. Sure, yeah."
Rattling off.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Drew was like,
when did Return of the Jedi come out? Gosh, listen to me.
89.
Yeah.
No, 83.
Yeah,
83?
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
It's that. It sure
Okay,
did.
I believe you.
In fact, you can't see it, but that's the game that's playing on my arcade right now.
Oh, nice. You have like several games on that thing, right? You had Tron when you when we did the Tron episode.
I got like 300 plus on it at the moment.
I see. There you go, 83. Good year, very good year. Lots of great stuff happened.
Two awesome people were born that year.
Amazing people.
Golly, you're right. Christmas Story came out in 83. Wow. The movies on this list, that's insane.
You know, Phil actually said something really, really interesting. Is that I just realized we got R2D2 and C3PO representation on the panel. Nice.
It's not C3PO, Phil. I'm under legally obligated to correct you and say it's just 3PO. It's not C3PO. Lucasfilm is not happy with me, so I can't.
Drunk.
I can't say that.
When is Lucasfilm happy? That's my question.
They ain't happy with me. They even sent me a letter, so that I frame and put on my wall.
I was just about to ask, did you frame it? Because I think I would have.
Yeah. Crazy. It's about the shirt sales and stuff, like the cease and desist. Yeah. So I was like, well.
Yep. So is Maria in the latest? Yeah, sure. I can be a Carrie Fisher. In her green suit.
There you go. Is that your microphone? Does it have eyes?
No. It's my Vader.
Looks like a little snowman.
I can talk to it if you want.
Oh, that's not your mic at all.
No.
Oh, it is Darth Vader because the name was covering it up. I'm sorry. There you go. Who knitted that?
Me.
That's
awesome. It's not knitting. It's crocheting. There's a difference.
I stand corrected. Who crocheted that? You did. Beautiful job. Helmetless crocheted Vader.
No, he has a helmet.
Oh, he has a helmet. Okay.
Yeah.
But no mouth. That's why he died. Can't eat.
No, actually, he had a double mask, but I had to.
He had a double mask.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. That was my COVID joke. Because here.
That is pretty funny. It all depends on where you live.
It's true.
So, I'm in Florida. We don't know what masks are.
You guys are so lucky. Believe me. I can't go anywhere, Jay.
Where are you?
I'm in Peru.
Oh.
Peru.
Really? Is it bad over there?
Oh, did you know? I'm sorry to say, but you guys have like the highest rate of mortality. I looked it up, and the U.S. has the highest rate, but we're like the 5th one. But you guys have a lot of people, so the percentage is like way low.
So you locked in your house?
No, I'm not locked. It's just that I decided not to get the shot.
Yeah.
And from the 10th of December, I cannot go into malls. I can't go into theaters. I can't go to pharmacies. I can't go into any close place. I can't go into churches. I can't do anything of that, anything close, because I do not have a vax card. That is for everybody who's decided not to get the shot. I cannot be attended medically.
What? That's insane.
Yeah, you didn't tell me about that one.
I cannot be attended medically.
You're just like, I can't go to the mall. This sucks.
Well, I recently found out that, for example,
I'm
a friend
sorry.
of mine. Anyway, that's the world we're living in. That's the government for you now. A friend of mine had to go to a dental appointment, and she's the kind that doesn't want to get the shot. And her dentist said, I cannot attend you without a vax card. So she had to go get her first shot like this past week. because she needs to be attended. That's how it is, baby. That's how it is. Why is it so strict, Sam? Because they're trying to push people to get the vax, and the Minister of Health right now just issued some sort of message saying that because of the O1, because on YouTube you have to be careful on what you say. They're going to push the booster from 6 months to 3 months. So yeah. Oh wait, I haven't read this. Wait, Maria is from Peru. Yes, I've known people from Peru. Hopefully she doesn't take this weird, but she is the prettiest person. Oh, thank you so much, Phil.
That's weird, Phil. Stop it. Weird. Just say she's pretty. Don't say from Peru. You can't be like that. Do it differently. Just say she's one of the prettiest people I've seen.
Thank you, Phil. Phil's always saying so nice things. Such nice things.
Yeah.
Wasn't it yesterday they just told everybody that if you're not vaccinated, you're all gonna die this winter.
Oh yeah. And recently there was
horrible deaths.
There was a big artist, a Spanish artist from Il Divo. Il Divo is like a quartet of singers, and they used to do like covers, but in Spanish. And the founder of the group died the day before yesterday from COVID, and he was fully vaxxed. And we're like, okay.
I know these reports coming out here too. It's like, okay. People on the 10th shot. It's like they're still catching it, and you're just like, okay.
So yeah, that's thankfully I can get on a plane, but if I take some sort of test that proves that I don't have it, which sucks, because I mean, even if you get it, even if you're shot, you get this shot, you can get it. I'm like, what are you guys proving? But anyway.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. It is very insane. So
I'm so sorry. That's awful.
That's okay.
Yeah, I had no idea you couldn't get medical treatment. That's outrageous. Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, you can't. And it's kind of funny because the last president had, when all this started, these like the Chinese brought in their experimental stuff, and the first few people who got this shot was one of the ex-presidents, and he got like 2 or 3, and so now they're wanting to use Pfizer. So what the funny thing is that he just posted a video saying that he can't go into malls, he can't buy presents, he can't do anything because he is only allowed to have 1 shot from Pfizer, and you have to have minimum 2 to go into closed areas. So he's like, I can't get the other shot. They won't let me, and now I can't do anything. And we're like, yeah, take that. You know. Oh, Lucamus Prime. I've lost family members myself. I've lost family members myself to the virus. So I know, but I still believe that I believe in freedom, and I believe that everybody should decide if and when they want to get it. I don't think it should be mandated to and less to have this kind of pressure on the people. You guys have to know that a very large majority of the population is very, very poor. There's a lot of poverty here, and there's a lot of you can't say uneducated people, but education is really low. So they're very, very easily manipulated. But we're getting really off topic. Really off topic. Sorry about that.
No, I just asked a question because like my heart goes out to, Like again, like I'm going to theme parks and restaurant. Like I'm doing everything. I'm doing everything. No mask, no ask, no nothing.
You're blessed.
And it's crazy to hear that. So so
okay.
I steered us off topic on that one.
That's fine.
It's all right. No worries.
No worries. But anyway, any last fun facts? Any final thoughts? We went through actually a lot of things without pause. We went through plot, cast, music, screenplay, which was pretty cool. They really did their research on this movie. To use like the Badgers one from a 1948 film, you would say, wow, they knew their movies. So I think that was pretty cool. Oh, Sam is asking. Oh, Sam was asking. You know this, Jay. Mask mandates in Vegas?
Kind of. Some places asked you to put it on. Some didn't care. I didn't put one on until that was told. So I went from Vegas to Atlanta. In that airport, I was like, no one wearing a mask in the Atlanta airport, and the airports are regulated by the government. And people were like, screw this. Like, they didn't have this. And, Vegas was, until somebody asked, like some places, like I didn't see anybody wearing anything. Every time I got into an Uber, most of the Uber drivers are like, you don't have to wear that in here. So, because they're like losing business. It's just crazy. New York, I thought was going to be really strict. It's probably strict now, but it wasn't when I was there. We actually went to breakfast at this one place, and I know like there's people in my party that didn't have the shot, and the manager was like, can I see your passport, your vax passports? And I was like, all right, no, I'm good. Like, we'll go somewhere else. And he like rounded us all up, and it was like, he was like, please just come inside. Just come inside and eat. Like, this is killing our business. So I was like, are you sure? He's like, just come in and sit down. So I was like, okay. So, so we did that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like Jay. I'm somewhere where there's no mask mandates or anything.
Where is that?
I'm in Northwest Arkansas, and
nobody goes there. So like that's like, like no one wants to visit that place. Where are you going on vacation? Northwest Arkansas. Gonna go and do Arkansas stuff.
That's why I moved here. There's nobody here. I was in California.
Exactly. I hear it, man.
Surrounded by everybody.
I'm gonna end up there. Watch, like, just because you start to grow old and you hate people. So you're just kind of like, let me go to Arkansas where there's nobody here. So what do you do?
Everywhere I drive,
all right, just give me one thing that y'all do there. And please don't say bowling or shooting darts. Like, that's what I don't want.
Shooting guns.
All right, shooting. All right, so
wife
that's
and I almost every week will go to the shooting range.
All right,
the kids over at my dad's house.
Sweet. That's very cool.
You can you? See? I knew it. No. I go to the local Walmart, I get some ice cream, and I shoot guns. That's what we do in Arkansas. You don't pick strawberries. You don't.
There's a berry place around the corner. We did that this summer. We did blueberries.
You did do a berry. Okay, all right. See, we're getting somewhere. There's no wineries to visit.
There actually are, and they're full of wine from California. They're not like, they don't grow anything, but like they call themselves a winery, and that's what they are. They're all full of wine from California, which I think is funny. No, we've got a big lake by us. My sister and dad live on there. My dad's got 2 boats.
All right, so let me just tell you this. When people say, yeah, we got a lake, that don't cut it, man. I got a lake too. It's got alligators in it. We can go out there and like let loose stray cats, and then they'll be gone like in a week. So
if I go down 4 hours south, I can find alligators here too.
Okay. Yeah.
But
so you gotta give me something. You Give me something.
cold
Like,
up here.
what can I do? Come on, you gotta give me something. All right, shoot guns. Nah, let's do something
Yeah.
else. Go to Walmart. No.
No, I was gonna say shoot guns, fishing.
Oh, okay. So all right.
That's really like the big stuff. There's
That's the
yeah,
big stuff.
yeah. There's a lot of people out here that like to go squatching.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is.
That's what they call when they go to find Bigfoot.
You
Squatching.
go find Bigfoot. Yeah.
Oh.
I learned that.
Where I'm at
well.
though is pretty much though like a it's like a suburb area though, like outside of like suburbs outside of Orlando. I mean, it's got everything that you would have there. It's
What?
got,
No, that's not the same. You can't go to Disney World. You can't go to Universal.
But I didn't say
You
Disney
can't
World.
go to
But I'm saying
Galaxy's
though, like
Edge. You can't
in
go to
terms of-
SeaWorld. You can't go to
no.
All right.
I'm talking about the other things though. Like there's like Target.
What
there's
other
movie
things?
theaters.
Golf courses? Oh,
I do. I know we got a top. I know we got Top Golf.
All right, Top Golf is not bad, but I don't. That's something I wouldn't visit. You know, like
there's a amphitheater. Right
you're
next
really
to Top
thinking.
Golf.
I could see it. You're kind of like, I got to give him something, man. He's trashing my city, man. I can't have that. Can't have that on this channel.
I don't care.
I'm just kidding, man. This is busting your chops.
I'm like, because that's the other thing. If you really want to go, like, do something, you either go to Tulsa, where you can watch, like, for concerts, things like that. Or you go to Branson.
Do something because everything around here is nothing. But if you want to do something, go to Tulsa, where ORU is at. You know, like you can go to like Oral Roberts University, and
you can go to the zoo out there. I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Go see the 10 million.
I've been out here a year.
Praying hands.
I've only been living out here a year, so I don't know where everything is.
Yeah. No,
went to Branson.
It's all right.
Branson was a lot of fun. That's only 2 hours away.
Mentioning Galaxy's Edge does not help your case. I'll give you that. That. I'm just giving them.
Yeah, let's say not everybody else gets to live outside Disney World. You know.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
It's true.
Like, how many times have I been on when you're like on Twitch playing? You're like, yeah, I guess I'll go to Animal Kingdom today.
Yeah, I know. It's such a tough life.
you guys had it
like
real
such
hard.
first world problems there, Jay.
I know, it's awful, isn't it? It's just terrible.
Oh, what's going on with my friend Gina Carano? Maybe I'll send her a text message.
It's a tough life. It's a tough life. Hey man, like she texts a lot, and you gotta keep on top of things. Sometimes I'm tired, okay? Sometimes I want Twinkies without the hot dog and cheese.
Ew, that's so fun.
You know, that seems like something that they would sell like off the strip somewhere, like with like the fried Oreos and Twinkies. Like
maybe in New York they might.
New York street food.
Honestly, New York street food was so good. Like I found this ramen noodle.
Ooh,
it was so good. I could eat it all day, but like New Yorkers don't eat it. I don't probably know why, or they probably know why they don't eat it, but I didn't care. I was like, I'm going for it. So, and Vegas, like I had like the Vegas food is it's second to none. So they have to like Vegas. The crazy thing about Vegas is everyone's in a competition to get you there. Like they want you in their casino. They want you in their casino. So it's like, how do we get you there? So we got to have the better food. We got to have this. We got to have that. We've got to have
fried Oreos.
So it's a constant competition of like what food is better, and it's like you can't go wrong.
Is that even possible?
Yeah.
Fried Oreos?
Yeah. What? That is
so
good.
Freeze them, dip them in batter, and fry them.
Ew.
I can't really eat them anymore because I could feel like a heart attack coming on. Yeah, it's just like that. Like they had like, so for Halloween here, they did fried Oreos, fried peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, fried Twinkies. You can get fried ice cream, and yeah, it's good, but it ain't good for you at all.
Well, that's like
the age is catching up with Jay. Well, you know, it's just like the lockdown. I've been trying to take better care of myself. You know, I still got like some more weight to lose and all that stuff. But
well, you can subscribe to Rogue's cooking channel when he has one.
Nah, he's the problem why I put on weight. He's one of the main reasons. I hang out with him.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Marie? You're always like, can you not eat meat for once? Eat a salad.
Eat a salad. It's just that, oh my gosh, when I see Tom and all what the stuff that he actually buys and consumes, like he eats, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
I'm like with him half the time.
Is this guy? I mean,
I'm just not on camera. Yeah.
Until finally he sent me something. He sent me two tweets. He's like, "Are you happy, Maria?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's working." Yep.
Man, Tom is a snacker too, man. Like me.
Yeah, that's how I am too.
That's the worst. Like I get like popcorn.
I don't eat a lot, but I'm like, if I can snack, if I can graze, that's what I want to do. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah, great. That's right. Graze.
Ice cream? How is that even possible? That's what I was thinking.
They they put it in like dry ice, right? They like
No. They take regular ice cream and the one that I've had, they take like something like cornflakes or something and pack around it and make a nice like a ball, and then they dip it in the fryer so quick that the cereal like fries it in, and keeps the ice cream inside. Oh man. So and then they give it to you and they put whipped cream. Oh dude, it's so good, but man, it is you're talking like 20,000 calories a bite, like with that.
Yeah. Well, like Lisa H said too, like they do like there's carnivals I've seen on like Food Network where like they do like fried Coke. Like they put Coke in batter and then fry it. There's even fried sticks of butter, which I'm like, oh god.
Fried
Coke. People eat a fried stick of. I did hear about that.
Oh man.
Like let's just see what we can do. I mean, that's just gross.
Oh wow. Oh man.
Yeah.
I once nearly made a place catch on fire by microwaving an Oreo.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough being a theme park vlogger, man. Like you gotta eat the stuff.
Oh God.
It's a tough life, man. Gotta go to fancy restaurants and eat the food.
Yeah, I know.
Not like Arkansas, man, where you just look at a lake. So different.
We just wait for animals
He'll never invite me on the channel again.
I don't care.
This show will be over and like, we're gonna pause on Jay for a little while.
Believe me, like if you talked to me 2 years ago and like, hey man, you're gonna live in Arkansas, I would have like, no way. Like the hell are you talking about? I ain't moving out here. Never thought. As long,
you know what
years.
though, on the real, you got amazing family and beautiful kids. Like a lot of people don't even have that. So
it is
do the best thing for them that you can do.
Yeah, wanted a much simpler and better life for our son. And compared to, as much as I do miss California, my wife, grew up there. I mean, I always feel,
what
like
part?
that. Northern California, like I took my wife away from where she spent her whole life. But, we come here and there's kids like bombing around on their bikes like nothing's going on.
Wait, that's so nice.
Not that everybody in California is mean. I mean, there's a lot of nice people. I had awesome neighbors, but
next year,
everybody here is just so nice and friendly and trusting and looks out for everybody. And
it's nice, right?
Yeah.
And I grew up I was born in Washington, D.C.
Oh, really? Wow.
So I grew up there. Yeah. And then I moved to Florida. I moved to Miami area and then now Orlando is like completely different as far as people's friendliness. Washington, D.C., everybody's cutthroat. Everybody. From grade school on up. It's just like, that's just the town. So,
to answer
look at that, Rogue Disney talk about he don't eat, but he want to eat at IHOP or Waffle House.
Yeah, I've got a Waffle House right down the road. It's right next to the fireworks shop. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I love Waffle House.
Oh yeah, it's good, but yeah, that's like another one where it's like I go like once or twice a year. I limit it to that because it reminds me of like my cousin Vinny. You walk in there and like the guy takes like a scoop of lard and just throws it onto the grill, grease everything up.
Oh my God.
They don't have all that stuff in Peru.
No, we don't.
But
we got our share.
Y'all got some amazing coffee.
Ooh, I drink that every morning.
Yeah.
Nice distilled concentrated coffee. Delicious. We got our share of good meals. Peruvian food is considered like the third best in the entire world. First one obviously is French. The second one, I don't know what it is, but I think the third one is Peruvian, if I'm not mistaken. And I recently I was at a charity thing like last week. And I tweeted out a few things. And one of them was this deep fried kind of donutty stuff that's made that's made out of sweet potatoes, squash, and well, it's kind of a batter. So it was kind of funny to tweet that out because nobody ever heard of it, and I knew that. So Dunadan actually typed it in and said, "Oh, this is fascinating. Does it?" And I think it was R2 who said, "Does it taste like sweet potato or squash?" I'm like, neither. It doesn't taste like neither.
No, I didn't say that. I was asking you what were you making because I said it looked like you were making Funyuns.
Oh,
because they were just like kind of like a, it's like a crispy looking ring. I had no idea what you were making. But then after watching you like eat it, I'm like, oh, I want to try that. That looks like that's really good.
It was really good because you put it on with homemade syrup, and that's really good. But like again, it's like really greasy, super greasy. But no, we have like fresh produce. We it's very very.
You Americans don't have fresh produce.
Nah, you Americans eat all like the deep fried. You guys have deep fried ice cream, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Drew, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night.
Thank you so much, Drew. Much love
Drew,
to you.
Good person, good guy.
Yeah. Great friend of the channel.
Yeah. He's so sweet. And yeah, he did hear me kind of, blow off some steam while I was watching this movie. I'm like, Drew, please. My brains are melting. I'm losing brain cells. But anyway, that's fine. But anyway, final thoughts?
We'll let our guests go first. The movie.
That movie definitely go down as a cult classic. I think it's something that Weird Al should be proud of. I think he did. Like I said before, if Weird Al was going to make a film, that I wouldn't expect anything different than what we saw on there. But still, rewatching it this morning, I kind of sat through it. It wasn't like I was bored. I should have got a little more love in the theater, maybe. But oh well.
Well, it did have really, really big competition. So, I mean, Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
But still.
Yeah.
Good on him for doing what he loves. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it really let him down long term. I'm sure he was disappointed, when it first came out. But
well, I guess anytime you put out a movie, you want to, do your very, you want it to make money, and do your very best, and.
But it is one of those. It found its home on home video. I mean, that's where it became popular and everybody fell in love with it. Like Jay said, I mean, it's a cult classic. So probably not to Maria, but.
Well, I guess I can say that the end of the movie was like, for me, it was like really nice. Everybody buying off the stocks, and the old man. I thought that was, because Weird Al, whether you like it or not, he does portray somebody who is caring, who is thoughtful, who does, think of others more than himself at most of the time. Unfortunately, he does kind of let his girlfriend down with that god-awful dress she put on her birthday, for God's sakes. But I think that was the idea.
Yeah.
So at the end of the movie, like the old man who recognized this $1 billion coin goes, sells it, and then he buys off the rest of what is needed because he remembered like something that Weird Al did for him. I thought that was a really, really nice touch to an end of a movie, that type of movie. And of course, a tribute to Gone with the Wind that was kind of sweet.
Yeah, that's true. The ending. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I think that there were some parts that, like I said, I just had to turn my head away because I couldn't deal with it. But the ending was really an overall nice way to finish it. And you definitely can see that Weird Al was just having, and everybody was just having fun with the movie. Even Fran Drescher and like the Willow guy. That I never remember his name. The Willow guy also.
Billy Barty.
Billy Barty. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, it's not my favorite movie. Definitely better than Ben Stiller. But yeah, good movie.
Well, I like it. I think everybody should at least watch it once. But
I agree.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It is
because you might find it hilarious. Oh, my light just went out behind me.
Yeah.
Y'all just gonna wait and see if I can.
Yeah, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait until he turns on.
I was waiting to see if something else like turned on, like if suddenly your Gina music came on.
Oh.
Yeah, the George Michael song.
You guys and Gina Carano, I swear.
I was just typing the Ben Stiller thing. Yes. I don't know if you know, Jay. I think I'm just going to tell you, and for those of you who are just tuning into the channel, most of you already know. I was just recently, getting getting myself into like online stuff and streaming, and we were starting off the channel starting off this show after the weekend. R2 had already been invited several times, if not a couple, to Inside the Booth with Dan. And I get a message from Dan saying, "Hey, beautiful." Words. "Hey, beautiful, what are you doing this coming Sunday?" And I'm like, oh, he's actually inviting me. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm getting recognized. And I'm like, oh, nothing, Dan. What's on your mind? Well, I would like to invite you to review a movie. I'm like, yeah, I'm down. Sure, why not? So he said, okay, well, I'll get in touch. Or I think he said, we're going to be reviewing Zoolander. And I think my heart rate went up or down. I don't know what happened. But I'm like, oh my God. No! Ben Stiller! No! Why the hell, Ben Stiller?
I just get a DM from her on Twitter. She's like, I hate Ben Stiller. What do I do, Rick? I was like, really? That bad? Hey, she was a trooper though. She went on in crazy model makeup and did her Blue Steel impression.
I did the Blue Steeler. So yeah, that's the thing. It's just that we got on a call with Rick, and I'm like, Rick, look what happened, man. I finally get invited, and it's the only actor I can't stand. I hate Ben Stiller. What am I gonna do?
That's so funny.
And he's like, well, you could always,
You didn't like There's Something About Mary?
No, I tried to watch it. I just couldn't get through it.
Really? It's too raunchy.
No, yes, definitely.
Yeah. Too raunchy for some people, yeah.
I gave the man a chance. I saw A Night in a Museum. I tried to see Something About Mary.
Dodgeball?
No, I didn't try that.
Heavyweights?
Meet the Parents. Meet the Parents.
Oh, Meet the Fockers. Right.
That one. I didn't say it, R2. I didn't say it.
No, it's.
You didn't say it. That's really what it's called. Meet the Fockers.
I know. This is the last time Tabitha was saying language. I'm like, what? But that's the name of Anyway, so Dan, this is true. This is a true story. I told Dan. He said, "You know what, Dan? Thank you so much." I was dying inside because I finally got invited to some stream. And thank you so much, but you know what? Ben Stiller is just not my cup of tea. And he said, you know what? It doesn't matter because I still want you on, and you can just rant and say why you don't like Ben Stiller. So I did try to give the movie a chance. I got through 15 minutes, and that's it. It's so sad. But I did do the makeup, even though I'm allergic to makeup. I did do the makeup thing, and then Phil did.
You're allergic to makeup, even though you've done all the Halloween stuff.
Yeah, I'm allergic to makeup.
How do you do all that and be allergic to it?
Well, I take my anti-allergic pills. Makes me sleepy.
Wow.
But
I was gonna say, Jay, you need to see her Instagram, and she does crazy Halloween makeup and looks like zombies and monsters, but it's camouflage too. It's crazy.
I do whatever pops into my brain.
Whatever pops into your brain.
It's kind of scary.
Most of it. When I was watching this movie, some things were popping into my brain, actually. No. But I wasn't going to do that. So, yeah. Yeah, Phil, you did do the meme.
Good old Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
I like him as a voice actor. Ben Stiller is a great voice actor, but I just do not like his movies because they're so forced. I feel like he tries too hard in his comedies to make people laugh, and I just don't need that. And if you want dumb comedy, you got Jim Carrey. Heck, I mean, I really like, for example, Mr. Bean, Rowan. I don't remember his last name. I never.
Rowan Atkinson.
Atkinson.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love Rowan Atkinson. You got John Cleese. Hilarious comedians. Great stuff.
Rogue Disney just made a funny meme about you.
He did? Oh dang, man! What did he do?
About R2.
Oh.
Oh,
pretty good.
Oh.
Oh man, now I gotta go see this.
Oh man. You the man, Tom. You the man.
That was brutal. Brutal. We got a target.
All right, hang on. I love it. I love it, Tom.
Brutal, man. Brutal.
Oh, good one.
Here, I'm going to try and get it up on the screen here real quick.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Dunadan, thank you so much. Dunadan is one of my buyers. He purchased a Aragon crochet figure. Thank you so much for staying on so long. It's late for both of us, so.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it. Arkansas, got a target.
That was fast, man. That was fast.
Yeah.
Your Mrs. Archie liked it.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I love it. I got a meme of me. I'll take it.
Well, guys,
Yep.
we are winding it down. It has been a great show. It has been so much fun. We have new subscribers on our channel, or two.
Yeah. Well, since we had to fix our channel, everybody's a new subscriber.
Yeah. That's very much
You got a
true.
lake too. That's funny.
Yeah, we got a link too. Yeah, no, thank you for everybody that's subscribing, joined us tonight to watch. We also have a little bit of news for next month. Maria is going to be away on vacation.
I'll send you guys pictures of of the beach where I'm going.
Yeah, that'd be great. She might join us in the chat, but she won't be able to join us for a couple of the episodes. But I still haven't decided yet what we're going to do. I was thinking Gremlins as one of the movies we might review, since Maria is not a fan, so it's probably a good time to do it. And another one that has been mentioned that I was going to do too is the Naked Gun.
Naked Gun series.
Oh yeah, yeah. Might do the series, maybe just do one episode. I don't know. I've technically got 4 weeks where I can plan things out. So it's what can I do? But those two for sure. So I will post it when I got it figured out.
You guys forgive me. I have to leave.
Yeah. No, we all have to leave, Jay.
Yeah,
Okay.
We're closing it up. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
No
Jay,
worries.
for joining us. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
I gotta go play Mario Golf now
Oh, right.
at 10. So yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no problem. And we will be back, or at least I will be back January 3rd.
Yep.
And Maria
Go
will be
check that
back
out.
January 31st. So
Yeah.
take care, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you.
Goodbye.